What is it, NASCAR fans out here? Turbo Concept here, and welcome back to NASCAR Full Pack Racing over here. So, we didn't able to get done here in Michigan because our last 20 parts is I didn't know that what are they just going on out here. For just most of this, only one thing that we're gonna be last many more parts, and because of this update, that is gonna be keep on changing. As we're going to be trying to head on to the Michigan that we're officially done, and looks like I won't be able to get to Charlotte International Motor Speedway, and we're going to be getting right here. We're done in Homestead, Miami, just in part 20, but the part 21 is going to be in Darlington. And you NASCAR fans are going to be watching this, and we're going to be surviving in against for an 8 laps, or what is going to be making for many more like these things. So, I have joined in Darlington, and we're going to be raced and teleporting to the selected track, as we cannot able to get around here, so I have already headed into Darlington as well. We're going to be picking ourselves a driver, and we're spawning any vehicles as well. But look how we have the list of all the vehicles until we're heading all the way up into for the number 100. So let's just say the number 13, Robbie Gordon, is I don't really know what about for this thing. So for the rig things is gonna be making a little bit for once. I don't literally gonna be using like this one, so let's just say Denny Hamlin, or probably it's nothing that I just gonna be literally trying to do. So I'll be using for the Marco Waltrip, I guess. And let's just survive in over 10 laps as well. That's going to be going for 13 laps. So if I just going to be making it myself, here we go. As the speedometer has changed, which probably myself only miles per hour is going to be using like this one. But as you can see, the speedometer has changed, or the tachometer or speedometer has changed around here. So we, despite seeing this yet, and what we have currently changed into the speed limits itself without causing a wall hits, and we got ourselves for our laps itself. So the total amount of laps isn't going to be corner cuts itself. So we're back in NASCAR Racing 2003 season in itself for Southern 500. So as you might remember of this moment, when I was in Darlington like this selves, I will gonna be keep on speeding, as I just didn't able to let me know about here. The top speed is 171 miles per hour, but looks like even that how the lap counters is going to be in. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be speeding all the way to 171. This is where you might be able to battle with any kinds of these guys. But eventually, but sometimes, that NASCAR Full Pack Racing, this continues for a multiplayer that nobody is going to be playing like this right now, as we're eventually trying to make myself off the course. It's just 171 miles an hour. If I break myself, or braking in against far too early, I don't really think this isn't going to be necessary, and we eventually slightly hit the wall for the first time in lap number 3 by the end of it. So I have my efficient fuel left, and again I might be able to get lost already itself, which is about here. So we're going to be taking off this information, talking about for rules and restrictions. I won't be able to talk about for this straight. Hit the wall for the second time, and I couldn't able to get for this thing. So we're in lap number 5. I should be able to go back to the pits as well. So let's just gonna be headed back into the throttle, and this is where I should be able to get for my fastest laps as well. So we might never let me know in about for this thing. Hit the wall one more time. But looks like Monster Speeder is pitting. So I will suggest that the fuel has stopped going to be shrinking down for slowly like this thing as well. So I would regret to pit myself as well. So if I jump into this vehicle, that disabled for the TV spectate menu or the open spectate as well. So we're gonna be spawning anything, I guess, and we're not using anything as possible. We're gonna be reaching all the way down into the number 20. And this isn't gonna be making for such as gonna be best names or really the worst names as possible as well. So we're gonna be jumping inside of the vehicle, and where is my pit number? And it's going to be missing as well. But when you see this is going to be for this pit when I wasn't gonna be literally look like this one. So let's just try to make it say we cannot use for the replay broadcast until we're slightly out of the pits. Anyways, now headed on to the lap number 6, and it looks like we're just able to slow them down. If we did just absolutely probably to do this, looking at the billboards, that looks like pretty insane, and turn reference into NASCAR 2003 season as well. So inside of this will be one season. I'm pretty not sure it's gonna be making itself hurt, but looks like I'm going for super fast stall. Street Hawk? Oh, sweet. Not I just literally gonna be saying for like this for any more time as well, such as Japanese words. But I'm making it so for just gonna be only one thing. It looks like this is gonna be really fast. And I'm not gonna be really fast like this thing anymore, because this is slightly gonna be making itself for no sense around for like this one. So this is where Applejack is going to be finishing itself. But when the Forza Motorsport official tracks goes on to Darlington, if you just let me know in the comments that the Forza release is going to be having a new track instead of iRacing, that won't be able to get probably to do so. But NASCAR vehicles is only for sure, instead of any class as well. And now it's up to lap number 9, I guess. And before we're gonna be slightly the end of this video, and we're just gonna be making our final results. But where is the first results that I just got here for Mini More itself? Instead, 20 laps of more things as well. I literally got here for Mini More itself to do so. As we're on lap number 10, we're cannot able to go back to Michael Ultra, I guess, and because we're going to be using something like else. As we're beyond to head back into the pits, I think it's time to get back into the pits, and most likely we're going back into the pits immediately, and I'm really not able to get done of this. And finally, Monster Speeder, I think the Speeder is pitting for the second time, another one that, as you can see, that will eventually finish over 10 laps for one condition. I'm not losing fuel, I guess, because look how the lap time it is. It must be somewhere under 30 seconds of the lap time, we guess now. But all you have to do is going to be scrolling down all the way to number 5, and it's not going to be making for just a little bit for this time. The number 44 that I just using, that I just already for the last couple of parts. Now let's just going to be using the number 33 that I didn't never able to say. It's going to be for like this. The number 33 will be for the Mike Armstrong, or likely for this thing as well. So even for this, only for this one, and I'm gonna be using for some kind of make it array. So even for the number 33 stands for, should be able to say Joe Check as well. So I'm probably gonna be driving for this one. It was just the number 33 will be about look like. Even of this one reference will be like for the Mike Armstrong as well. So even for just like this one, so I'm probably it's gonna be making for a little bit for like this thing. So if I just gonna be let me know down in the comments that where the track based on for the officials of the Forza Motorsport like this one. Maybe I'm very sure I'm gonna be jumping into this vehicle at once we're gonna be pulling out into the pits instead of the number 88. I'm probably not sure that I just literally gonna be using itself for more. I'm gonna be using for Dale Jarrett. But as you can see, I'm going for 15 laps and what I ever to do. And I'm gonna be pretty sure that is must be the Ford Fusion. And because look at this one, is absolutely Dale Jarrett. Somewhere winning Winston Cup Series is we're going to take it all the way out here as I'm going to be finishing a little bit one time. But most of all, the final results will be under 30 seconds, and just of course it's going to be good anyways. As don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That eventually hit the walls for so many times all over its shirt. And looks like we're in lap number 11. I'm trying not to kick the brakes, it's always on. And I slightly feel it's not going to be making sure. It's taking a little bit one time, but until 13 laps of this race, we just slightly missed the turn. I just completely turned too late and then hit the wall for another times. That's literally possible. So 2 more laps. And I cannot believe this isn't going to be going for a much fastest lap as well. And what I just going to be improve my lap times as well. The fastest way is going to be let go and hit back in the throttle again. But looks like we have slightly hit the walls for many times and alongside. But looks like we're on 13 laps for total. And I would be able to suggest, and it's going to be making for itself for under 30 seconds as well. And because just like the late model racings as these cars, and most of all, if I just drive myself a vehicle, that disables for the replay broadcast. And the final results is I'm going to be taking around for the final lap. Lap number 14. I thought it was going to be to do so, but eventually just going to be trying to corner cut itself. If I just eventually save for my total laps, that couldn't be making any sense at all. That's since then. If I just literally save for some laps back at the beginning of this video, now where the final lap is going to be at. So now we're on the checkered flag that I might almost going to be making it towards into this. I felt this isn't going to be making for such one thing. I felt it's going to be making for a little bit sure that we're completely finishing 15 laps on time, and then we're almost slightly hitting the wall for just one more time, and then brake after the checkered flag has been dropped off. Now let me see for the final results. I cannot believe I won't be able to return back into the pits, and that is how the fastest way it goes to. Now let's jump out of the car, and I won't be able to spawn the 88 again. So it looks like the final results, that which is the fastest lap time, is 27.2, which is currently the fastest lap goes on to 27.150, and that is going to be for my fastest lap ever, but actually cheated as well. So looks like the video is absolutely pretty over, that I just didn't able to turn on the music back, I guess. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video by using for the NASCAR Racing 2003 season. And thanks for watching and for all your support. That I'm going to be see you right here. And let's just going to be returned back into the map selecting menu. And I'll be see you right here. That I just literally don't know why. That I'm going to be talking to you NASCAR fans and Mini Lance all later. And this is going to be Turbo Concept signing off.